Hey there guys, EricSo2000 here. We're back with SpongeBob, Atlantis, SquarePantis, SquareOff. And yeah, hopefully this will be the final video, because I have plans to beat this game tonight. But after I beat this game, I really don't have plans to play anything for quite some time. Because my mental health is really bad at the moment. It's like really bad. It was a hassle to even get myself to record tonight. I'm really tired and like I'm just depressed, and it's, yeah, like, this is why I have not even been posting to my channel, really. I only push myself to do this one because, you know, it's so huge with my childhood and everything, but, like, yeah, the situation in my household, it's really not good at all, and so my health is really not in a good place. So, you know, I will still finish this game tonight, obviously, but, like I said, I don't know when I will be recording again. Just due to that, you know, I really don't know. So, I'm sorry, guys. You know, there's so many games in that folder that I would love to document. There's just other games I'd love to document, too. Do more of the Fate Ultimate Mod Pack, and they're you know, they're the snowy games in that folder, and I'd love to play through those, or play through the SpongeBob Bubble Rush, or any of the other SpongeBob games. Maybe play through the Obstacle Odyssey, if I could. You know, I'd love to do all those things, but it's just like, my health is really bad, so, you know, it's going to be quite some time. But do stay subscribed. You know, I'm not quitting permanently or anything, obviously, but, you know, just thought I'd throw this out here. And, yeah, actually, something funny that I noticed is that picture of SpongeBob is actually from the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. They just edited the photo so he's holding cards instead of the crown. There's also a picture of Patrick that they used as well from the movie, with him holding the cards. They edited him to hold the cards. So, yeah, I didn't know that until today. I saw like a photo on Instagram of somebody's SpongeBob collection room, and they had like the SpongeBob SquarePants movie poster on their wall. And, yeah, so where we left off, we are almost done with the Suburbs. So, got the music not too high. Maybe right about here or something. You may notice my webcam has gotten bigger. I made it a little bit bigger. But, yeah. So, I've showed off most of the attack cards except for, like, Bubble Blast. And I believe that's it. I've shown off everything else, pretty much. I haven't shown off Trash Can Shield or Quickster Shield yet. I've shown off most of the Fragiles already. There's obviously a lot of enemy ones that I have to replay the levels if I want to even get them, so, you know, it's not too bad. I'm trying to think what I want to... we'll do another Flounder Punch, maybe? Let's see. Should I do Sponge Smash, actually? Wait, no. I might throw in a First Aid just to showcase it, but, you know, I don't really care for the First Aids. And, oh yeah, we got... Oh yeah, we can hold more cards now, right? So we got the Iron Underwear, which has less health, more energy, and can hold more cards, so... Yeah, I think the Iron Underwear is, like, probably the best one. I don't think the other three belts are any better than the Iron Underwear, actually. This definitely, the Quickster belt is not any better than the Shell one, in my opinion. And yeah, so we have another card slot. So we have a total of 5 card slots now. Alright, so I guess we're doing Jet Jump then, maybe, or Electric Slide, maybe? We could do that, 55. I kind of want to do Jet Jump, though. Yeah, I don't know, I want to do Jet Jump, I think. An attack, you know what, we're going to throw in the Bubble Blast. Defense, we'll put the Quickster Shield in, and then Fragile, we'll do another Tsunami Punch, I guess? I don't really know, so here we go. Got the Queen Jellyfish again. Okay. Alright. I actually forgot to mention this yesterday, but I actually did play through this game on my laptop in 2012, and I actually made videos, but You couldn't see my screen. It was just like, you know, you could see me reacting to the game and hear the game and playing, but you weren't able to see what I was doing on the screen. Okay, so here's Bubble Blast. Not that special, and I'm probably gonna get attacked now because I don't. It's gonna hit me from over there. Okay. Oh. Shit. Okay. Oh man. Yeah, we'll do, yeah, summon jellyfishes. Yeah, it took a lot for me to even record tonight, let alone yesterday, so definitely, I don't know, that leaves me with... Let's do the water ball. Huh, nice. Alright. Do the Quickster shield. There we go. The Queen Jellyfish makes a lot of appearances in this game. Probably the most reoccurring boss in this entire game, to be honest. Okay. Alright, we got a card. We got Hot Foot. 70 for 7. I still don't really like that, honestly. But you know, like I said, I pushed myself to play this because it's just the fond memories with this game, you know? And I really just pushed myself to do it. So, Sandy Nutcatcher, okay. Make our way down there to the light pole. Anything down there? Well, actually, let me end the turn and see if there's anything. Yeah, there's still something on this map. Could be, though. There's something down here? Maybe over here. Oh, yeah, maybe over here. But it didn't check. Yeah, I think so. Nothing's moving over there yet. Oh, yeah. I think the yellow jellyfish is right there. It has yellow jellyfish has bodyguards. Jeez. I have to use some fragiles for this. Take flats out with the inflatable arms. Another Mr. Krabs smash. Yeah, I don't know. Both got 50, 60. I could go up to him and do the sponge smash. I think we'll do that. Let's... Yep, here we go. Not gonna cut it. Okay. He's gonna get a hit on me. Alright. Oh yeah. Okay, so now we got a shield of 30. That is pretty good, I will say. Did we get everything? Just make sure again. Yeah, we did. Okay, cool. I think I'm going the wrong way here. I'm not gonna lie, guys, it's really difficult to record for me tonight because I'm just like really not feeling good at all. I'm doing this because it's like I really want to document this game. Okay, so we got Hotfoot, which I'm not gonna use that. 70. You know, they should have done like different movements for all the different. You know, they should. What I meant to say is they should have done animations for the movements, like for Hotfoot, Electric Slide, Walk, you know, Skip, Run, whatever the card may be. They should have had animations for it. Every single move card has the same animation. It's kind of the downside, but. I mean, it's kind of decent, I guess. Bubble Blast. Okay, so I wonder if I should just keep this one in here. Yeah, we'll get rid of Bamboo Shield, so we'll have 2 yellow sponges. Yeah, this yellow sponge is going to defeat the purpose of some shields. Definitely Pillow Shield's useless now, and along with Bamboo now. So both of these are just useless, and soon enough, Trash Can Shield is useless too. Because it just doesn't compare to like the yellow sponge. I mean, 5 energy for 25 defense, 30 defense. Alright, so we'll do another Whirlpool, I guess, and we'll try it. I think we've done the rubber arms yet, to be honest, so we'll do that one. Okay. Bubble Blast on this. Okay. Because he only does 15 damage, so. Which health he got? 32. We got a lot of coins, like we got 272 coins now, so it's quite a lot. I don't know if I'm gonna do any more of the mini games. I probably will because I know the Palace has a mini game as well, and I think that's the last one. Pretty sure. Now with his decision of not really moving that much at all. Tiptoe, 50 health, right? We could do the rubber arms on him, but I don't know. I don't want to waste any of the fragiles on the lamps or the barrels. Okay, this one up here. Okay, so I don't know if I can. Yeah, we can do it. Got a Quick Stir Whirlwind. We don't need to be directly next to it since it's 2 spaces. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about that. Can't take him out. I want to use the rubber arms. Nah, I won't. I'm sorry that the game window is actually really small. It's just how it's, for some reason, how it is, and I don't think I can enlarge it in any way. So definitely is kind of unfortunate. We got everything? Yeah. Okay, we're on to the finale of the Suburbs to face Man Ray. We used one. No, I thought we used fragile cards, but I guess not. Alright. There we go. I think I replayed this level a lot for some reason. I feel like this level is embedded into my memory too, but maybe I just did it just for the hell of it because it was fun, I guess. I don't know. But I have memory of replaying this certain level a lot. Pitiful worm. I, the great Man Ray, will never be defeated by a mere sponge, at least not while my elastic is still tight. Not so fast, Man Ray. I'll have you eating your words in your shorts, you supervillain. Your supervillain's shenanigans are finished in this town. Oh, you want shenanigans, do you, SpongeBob? I'll show you shenanigans. I'll show you shenanigans the like of which you've never seen. Soon the whole world will know of my shenanigans, and it shall tremble. Wahaha. Okay. Alright. First aid. He can. I think Man Ray. Yeah, Man Ray is one of the bosses that can block. Bosses, enemies that can block. Just let him come to me. So, yeah, sometimes he doesn't move really at all. I mean, he just sometimes he'll like move. You know, he'll move more, or he'll just move like one space. Which is weird. Oh, look at this. Okay. Okay, I gotta use... I think he does like 60 damage from what I know, so... I'm gonna let him attack me just to show off what he does. He uses the Orb of Confusion. But, he had different attacks in the online version that I played. See, he blocked it. 20 defense there. Oh, jeez. Okay, so... Right, we're gonna take some damage because it's like 60. Yeah. Okay, so... I wonder if I want to just finish him off with a Magma Blast or not. I don't know, man. I guess we'll go for it. And we get Whirlwind. Yep. I have fond memory of that Whirlwind just hitting Plankton's shield. That don't know why, but we're definitely going to be using that just to try it out. I mean, 70 is a lot of energy for that, though. So that is the downside. But good damage, good range, I think, too. About balance. Another just replaced our used magma blast. Jeez. Okay. Let's go ahead and do the rubber arms. Jeez, there's one that does like 80 damage, which is crazy. He can't reach us from here. So I took out the bully that was closest to me. Grab this. Tattoo punch, maybe? Yep. I think I've used that one already. I'm pretty sure, because I'm pretty sure I got a fragile of him in the kelp forest. He's one of those enemies to where you can get his fragile card just by playing the level at the time, and you don't have to go back to it. Versus like the queen jellyfish or the crab boards, or those Krabby Patties with the Planktons on them. There's also a bully punch, like I said, but maybe you gotta beat the game too. Maybe that's possible to be able to even do that, but I don't know. I don't think so, but it could be. Okay. Okay, we can't get him. We'll be 5 short. Oh, damn it. I meant to click the shield and I didn't. I got left out, though. Okay. Okay, so we want to be right here. Okay, we got another magma blast. Man, those are pretty common. It's pretty sick fragile, though, I will say. It's pretty cool. I still wish that, you know, there's so many other games, like I said earlier, that I'd love to document, and it just sucks that... There we go, though. Mr. Krabs Patty Toss. I don't know why, like, I always thought that it looks like Mr. Krabs is wearing its nightgown in the picture. And the thumbnail, that, you know, the picture that they used for him, it kind of looks like he's in his nightgown or something. But for some reason, that's a really OP card. I don't know why, but it is. Well, like I was saying, you know, there's just so much I'd love to document, and it just sucks how everything is, you know. So, you know, definitely feel bad for leaving you guys hanging with no videos. Are we done here? Yeah, we are. Oh yeah, you can go up. I think you can go up here for some reason, can't you? Or is it the other one? Can you go up here? No, you can't. Okay, I think it's the other one. Let's see. I think you can go up here. I'm pretty sure you can go up here for some reason. Yeah. Kind of weird, I don't know why, but you can. Definitely happy to have the jet jump. It's definitely speeding things up. There we go. Okay, and we've completed the suburbs. Now onto the palace. Our last three maps: palace, the caves, and the den. So yeah, and we got whirlwind, which it's got some interesting range. It costs 70 energy, 60 damage. I think we should just throw it in there for the hell of it because we want to showcase it and, you know, I don't know, try it out anyway. I definitely wanted more energy efficient one though, because 70 is just way too much. Mr. Krabs patty toss. Only 2 fragiles with Mr. Krabs in this game. Do more of the sponge smashes, I guess. Get anything better, so there we go. Crabborg. Hello, boys. It is I, Mr. Krabs. Look, it's Mr. Krabs. Yeah. I don't know, Patrick. He looks a little suspicious to me. You look tired. Why don't you relax here in this luxurious palace? Well, maybe that's not such a bad idea. After all, this is Atlantis. Maybe they've got some new technology we can use against Plankton. Yeah, like a soda machine. Mr. Krabs, can you lend us $1? Dollar lend malfunction does not compute. Jeez, I guess there's still a few bugs in the system. Plankton, I knew something was fishy. It was a robot. Yeah, the real Mr. Krabs never short circuits like that. Oh, he'll short circuit alright, thanks to Atlantean technology. I'm now able to create cyborg replicants of all the inhabitants of Bikini Bottom and replace the entire town with androids. And just to make sure you stay out of my way from now on, I've kidnapped your precious Gary the Snail so I can turn him into a robot. What? Not Gary? How could you? I'm evil. It's in the job description. So what? So what'll it be, SpongeBob? Save your beloved pet or save Atlantis? Give up. You insolent imbecile. You're not possibly sponge enough to do both. Bwahaha. Okay. I've got to get Gary back and stop his evil schemes. We'll show him he picked the wrong lost city of Atlantis to take over. You really don't mess with SpongeBob in this game. I kind of want to showcase the crab board, just what he can do. He has 3 different abilities: the claw, clobber, fire breath, and the plankton cannon, which is like the real concerning one because it's crazily ranged and does like 70 damage. So, fire breath. I might use the Mr. Krabs patty toss on the crab board. That might be funny to do that. Okay, we got more cost-efficient sprint. 20. Okay, fire breath again. Oh boy. Use the whirlwind on him, why not? Such a cool move. Okay, more cost-efficient sponge slam, 10 for 30. Okay, I wanted... He's gotta do other stuff today. So he's just doing the fire breath. He has 2 other abilities, though. Well... Kill that imposter. Killed by the real Mr. Krabs. Okay, got Hot Foot 60. Too bad. It's getting better. Tiptoe. Maybe I can reach him. We got him. Ooh, cost-efficient jog. And that's it, I guess. Okay. Okay, so now we can replace this. Sponge Slam. Yeah, it has weird range. It's not... I don't really like the Sponge Slam, to be honest. Yeah, we'll do Tattoo Punch again. I really like the Mr. Krabs Fragiles for some reason. So, I don't know. We'll do the Tattoo Punch. Oh, yeah, this level, it has a lot of barrels. I've never seen so many gadgets in my life. I wonder what they're all for. No, I can't get distracted. I've got to rescue Gary. Yeah, this might take a hot minute. There's a lot of barrels here. Smash here. Let's get this one here. Okay, they're starting to move. They're making their way over here. This guy's got 80 health, I think these robots are one of the robots that walks into the Krusty Krab is like one of Plankton's schemes, I think. Slowly but surely, well, not even slowly, we're kind of rapidly destroying all these. Got some crazy range with that one. I think the max they can do is 35 damage, because they have a mallet that does 35. They'll hit you with a mallet, or they'll do the launch the jellyfish. I'm gonna start acknowledging these guys. There we go. I mean, that's kind of nice, you know, it took them out in one hit. We have to use the inflatable arms and something else. Can't take them out though. I think they have 80 health, yeah. Go ahead and punch him I gotta let him hit me with the mallet. Take this guy out. The whirlwind. Shoot. I think you have to tiptoe here or something? Yeah, we got it right. Such good range on the golden spatula, for sure. Really good range. Taking these guys out in one hit with the whirlwind each time. Okay, a more cost-efficient reef blaster. This of the one that does 30 damage rather than I think 20 or 25. Get him from here. Gotta get like pretty close to them. Use the mallet. Let's go up to him here. And it's crazy how many characters are in this game. costs all my energy, 65. Come on at me. Do the mallet again. 35 damage. Alright, I'm gonna finish him off with the tattoo punch. Still love those. Still, so many years later, I still love those enemy fragiles so much. To get a pirate shield from one of the barrels. It's a more cost-efficient one. Is that it? No. Really not. There's a guy down here. Yeah, we're good. Okay, maybe we gotta tiptoe here or something? There we go. There we got him. I should have used the whirlwind on him, but I'll still get him. I don't recognize these banana guys from the show. I don't think they're even in the show. They're just made up. Same with the bully guys, except the tattoo bully guys I know are in the show, I think. They're even in the, what is it, the Nicktoons Unite DS game? They're in that game. Through this. Alright, so, yeah. I still don't want to use it, though. I've showcased it before, though. Okay, better, more efficient pirate shield. Use the belly flop again. It's a funny one. Okay, we got these guys now. Have like 70 health. 60 max of the whirlwinds. First aid. They do like a karate chop. That's like their only ability that they have. I cannot. I'm gonna let one of them attack me at least. I think there's still one more. It should be. Yeah, this is the one track that I don't care for much, surprisingly enough. Damage, so there we go. Yeah, he doesn't have a fragile, surprisingly. There's not that I know of. I wonder if there's some enemies that do have fragiles that I just don't, that I don't know of. There might be a fragile of the sea rhinoceroses, and I just don't remember. Use a sponge smash on them, I guess. Great way to take down a robot. is kind of slow for some reason. I wonder why. It's starting to kind of feel laggy a bit. It feels weird. I wonder why that could be. Did we get everything? Yeah. Making sure here. Okay. Alright, we're back. Didn't get anything new, I don't think. Oh, we did get the first aid, but you know what? I'll probably bring it in just to show it off. Okay. I probably shouldn't have not done that, because now I just let all three of them out, and I can't deal with all three of them easily, so I want to just retract. More than I can handle, for sure. If I am OP, I'm still going to get destroyed. This map feels laggy for some reason. I wonder why it is. It's kind of strange, for sure. Sorry if you see stuff flying around me. If you haven't seen the first video, I was dealing and still am with a fruit fly infestation, even though I've cleaned up quite a bit. So, more energy efficient trash can shield. 20 for 35. Once we get the next yellow sponge, that's just useless pretty much. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the Patrick belly flop on him. Yeah, what an efficient way to deal with it. Take some damage, depending if the other one attacks me. Okay. I want to whirlwind him. I can't move enough to... I think I tiptoed already, yeah, so it's not going to work out. Let him come to me. Might be able to reach him. Nope. Gonna tiptoe, I think, one. There we go, we got him. Yeah, I don't have enough to deal with him. That range on that is crazy. Yeah, no point in blocking, he's not gonna be able to reach me. Tsunami Punch. Nice. That's a pretty cool one. I like the Patrick Fragiles on this game, especially his superhero elastic waistband. think the superhero team is called the Special Alliance, I think. Found out. Or just thought of it recently. So I got one here. They really don't do much. The enemies really do not do much. Such the upper hand. The music feels really loud too. It's like, I feel like it might be a little bit louder than the Cliffs even. The Cliffs, I feel like, is the loudest, but I don't know. I don't listen to this track really, so. Okay, so we're almost done with the palace already. We got 2 more levels and we're done here. So this next one coming up is gonna be rough. So yeah, we don't have a shield that. Unless we use the iron shield, which can defend against the Plankton cannon that the crabborgs have. Use the tsunami punch, I guess. Here we go. Well, there's Gary over there, and we have quite a bit of trouble here with the crabborgs. But I have so much memory of just like farming the fragiles of the crabborgs on the final level. Might launch a Plankton at me, because that cannon has some crazy range. I just whirlwind him. It's more difficult now. So I'm thinking about that. So we're gonna go to Gary's. Alright, the Atlantean belt. Time to take it around town. Alright. Of course, it's not better than the iron underwear. So. There's a lot of these guys. Because this level can be pretty rough. For the sake of the crabboard cannon. Plankton cannon, is what I meant to say. Look at that. 5 energy bad breath. Nice. Damn. Pretty good. Oh, there's the cannon. Yep. 70 damage. That's insane. Uh-oh. This isn't good. Okay. Might have to start utilizing the fragiles here. Not good. Feel yep. Okay. Yeah. Okay, there's the claw clobber. Damn. Okay, if he shoots me with the cannon, damn. In my opinion, I think the claw clobber is probably my favorite ability from these guys. I like that one a lot as a kid. Okay, 30 health. Gotta use the Quickster shield, and that's all I can do. Damn. Those guys are crazy for sure. I thought he just has his arms, his hands up like he's like, I'm innocent. Fine. Alright, so what do we want to do here? I guess I'll show off the first aid. And here in the next turn. Oh. Yep. It'd be looking pretty bad if I didn't have the Quickster shield here. For sure. That move can kill you pretty quickly. But yeah, just kinda that's all the first aid does pretty much. Just that. Bad breath. more of a peaceful, peaceful clarinet playing than Screech. Honestly. Should have used a different sound effect for that. It's not really a screech. It's kind of normal playing. Go ahead and do Bubble Buddy's last minigame here. It's cost the most coins as well. Here we go. I don't understand what your problem is with Bubble Buddy, Patrick. What has he ever done to you? It's not what he's done yet, SpongeBob. It's what he's going to do. Come on, Pat. All he's going to do is help us out. That's not true. While you weren't listening, I heard him talking to himself about how he's going to betray us all and sell us out to Plankton so he could get to see his biggest wish come true. You're kidding. Did he really say that? Well, no, but he said the next game would cost 15 coins. That's highway robbery. Well, I mean, can't argue with that. Patrick, stop acting so silly. Bubble Buddy isn't going to betray us for wishes or criminal tomfoolery. After all, what more could a peaceful bubble like him possibly want? Yeah. I don't know, but I'm going to find out. 15 coins. Yep, it's the best one, too. And I want more Squidward Super Squirts. I really like that one, to be honest. Probably one of my favorite Squidward Fragile. And it doesn't move as fast either, since there's just so many cards on the screen, so kind of nice. Oh, Mr. Krabs Patty Toss again. We're going for that one. Okay. We'll do it 2 more times. I want to get another squirt. One more time. Alright, so we'll go for the flip kick this time. 60 damage. So in that case, we're adding them in, and the flip kick as well. Super Squirt and Sandy's flip kick. We're now doing the finale of the palace, so here we go. And we're off to the caves. Give it up, Plankton. Your rule over Atlantis is over. Over, insolent worm. My rule has just begun. It won't be long before I've conquered every inch under the seas, as well as soon even you'll be one of my pawns. This is no time for games right now. I'm going to stop you once and for all. These guys have 100 health. Really gotta be careful with especially with the cannon. Ganging up on me here. This is not looking good here. Guy's got a lot of health too. 100. Another 50 to deal with him. Man. Okay, we got another Mr. Krabs Patty Toss. It does not look like his normal shirt. It looks like a nightgown. It's weird. It fools me like that. Fire breath. I can tell what they're gonna do by the range. Definitely, like I said before, definitely my favorite Fragiles to farm was from these guys. They're 100 health, I guess. Okay. Should have brought a Mr. Krabs Fragile for this. The perfect timing for it. Catch our belly flop. Okay. Squidward squirt on him, or should I use the whirlpool? Use the whirlpool. Nice. Is that it? No. What's left? There's gotta be a jellyfish here somewhere. That's what it is, probably. Yellow jellyfish down here. Yep. Every time. And some barrels, too. 2 barrels. Yep. There we go. An even better yellow sponge. Patrick, bad breath. Yeah, that's it. Alright, so we finished the palace. We just completed it. Now we're on the caves. So get a more energy efficient run. I don't know why I didn't acknowledge that. We can just change the bad breath now. And here's the Atlantean belt. Yeah, less cards, more health, less energy. Definitely not worth it. All the coins we got. We got all the mini games. And we got 2 more maps to do, and we beat the whole game. So, yep. Alright, there's the sea rhinoceroses. Over here, Plankton's lair is this way. Alright, let's go pay him a visit. He'll be sure to remember. First, you gotta make it through the caves in one piece. And there's something down there I've never seen before. Oh yeah, what did it look like? Well, it looked sorta like you, only flat, ugly, and totally crazy. There was a whole mob of them, and they all had these giant pencils. Doodlebobs. Oh no, it sounds like Plankton's got himself a gang of Doodlebobs. I guess he must have taken some art classes in college. Yeah, probably. One of those caves leads to Mermaid Man's secret lair, where you'll find a whole lot of these Doodlebobs. If they get their hands on any of its gadgets or equipment, we're done for. Can you help? Can you stop them? Yes, no time to be afraid. I've got a city to save and a whole bunch of Doodlebobs to stomp. More like a race. Okay, these guys have 100 health. All of them have 100 health. Jeez, man, this is kind of crazy. For some reason, got some clams here too. I know one of the cave levels has a shit ton of clams, and that's all there is. Just clams. Nothing but clams. There we go. There's the good jet jump. 50 for 8 spaces. Best jet jump there is. Let's see. I don't know if I want to move there. Take the clam out, probably. There we go. I don't know why you would need to use first aids like that. Like, kind of shouldn't be taking that much damage. Then the one time, though, yesterday I was at 5 health. Crazy that the sea rhinoceros of all things made an appearance in this game. pretty insane, honestly. We do like 30, 35 damage. Alright. 40 damage, okay. There's a whirlwind on him. Silver spatula. Okay. We got another Mr. Krabs patty toss. That's becoming common now. Don't know why that does so much damage though. 90, it's crazy. Forgot to put the new yellow sponge in there. We still got a couple more to go here. I really like the Quickster shield, looks cool. Even though the Quickster doesn't have a shield or a belt. Well, the Quickster might have a belt, I don't know. I think there's another inflatable arms. I'm pretty sure there's gotta be one that's even strong. It does like 65 damage, I'm pretty sure. That's super OP. Tiptoe away and I'm gonna... Nope, too close. How much we got? It's 50? Alright, Tsunami Punch it is. I don't know why that's called Tsunami Punch. We got some barrels down here. I know the caves has some of the more longer levels. I think both map 8 and 9 have longer levels, I think. We are a bit doing these. Belly flop. There we go. We got the real good karate chop now. 5 for 40 damage. Nice. That's the OP karate chop. I think we got everything. Yep. We're definitely going to be using that, that's for sure. Throwing something out for this. What is it that we're gonna throw out? That's what I wonder. I don't know. I kind of like Whirlwind though, but then it costs so much. Bad Breath. We'll get rid of Bad Breath for the Karate Chop. You know, this has you know, a range of 2 instead of 1, which I kind of like. There we go. Well, actually, you know what we'll do? We'll just throw this one out. There. And Mr. Krabs patty toss. We had a couple of these already, so... The best fragile card there is, too. That does the most amount of damage. What? I never used that tattoo punch I got? So that must have... So this must have been the first time I ever used tattoo punch in this video. Thought I used it before. Okay, this is the clams level. what? Okay. Jellyfish strike. Yeah, that's definitely not worth it now, considering the karate chop. A 5 jellyfish strike, yeah, I'd probably consider using that. I think I like the jellyfish strike more than the karate chop. Just in terms of, like, you know, the move itself. Another Krabby Patty toss. Can reach the barrel. Okay. Could be safe. Anchor toss. It might be my favorite Patrick Elastic Waistband move, to be honest. Either that or the Tsunami Punch. To be honest, oh yeah, there's the rubber arms too. So there's 3, I think. Anchor toss, Tsunami Punch, and the inflatable arms. Oh, there we go, at the Quickster Dash. This one is definitely pretty cool, but it costs a lot. It has really good range, though. A beast. It's honestly a pretty fun level, you know, for just being a bunch of clans. They just wreck everything so easily. It's no effort. Close enough, so... Can't have enough for a whirlwind. Can't get close to him and karate chop him though. There we go. More cost-efficient wooden shield. I don't know what the one we have now is, so 25. Okay, 5 less. Guys have yet to get a hit on me. Came close though. Jeez. There we go. Oh. Okay. Energy efficient Quickster shield now. Normally it costs 50, so 10 less. Yeah, we don't got enough to do that. Okay. I don't stand a chance. Really don't. Another bad breath. inflatable arms. Cool. And I think that's everything, so we've done it. I still apologize for the really small screen. Just the way this is set up, so like I said before, I don't think I can enlarge it at all, so it's too bad. Well, we could certainly try this out. It has a lot, really good range, but cost a lot, and the damage is just okay. So we got a more energy efficient Quickster shield and wooden shield. So. We get that inflatable arm soon. Nice to have the whirlwind for these guys, not gonna lie. I might go back to using the whirlwind. I like the animation on the Quickster dash quite a bit though, not gonna lie. Seems kind of laggy. Probably because there's just a lot of stuff on here. Oh, there's the yellow jellyfish down here. I feel like this is definitely one of the longer levels. These guys both have 100. Have a 40 shield in a moment here. Kind of weird because it's 10 off. Anything that does 50 damage? No. Could use the sandy flip kick on the... Yep, let's do it. There we go. Nice yellow sponge. Barnacle Boy Water Ball. We still have yet to get a Mermaid Man one for some reason. I don't know why we don't have that. So still all this time and we still don't have a Mermaid Man Water Ball. I don't know why that is. Okay, well, we'll use the golden spatula. There we go. Oh, a more cost-efficient whirlwind. Nice. By 5 only, though, unfortunately. But, I mean, it's better. 65 versus the 70. The whirlwind was definitely probably one of my favorite attacks, though. Because I can block for so much, or just deal so much damage for so little. if there really was a inflatable arms that did 80 damage, like on the instructions. I just don't know about it. No way, though. So I wouldn't know about it replaying all these levels. Okay, 25 for run now. Nice. So if I had Whirlwind, I could take him out. Well, we could... No, we can't do that. Okay. There's no point in that now. There's no point in that. It's kind of pointless, really. Sea rhinoceroses. Okay. Let's see him do his. No, I thought that was it for some reason, but I kind of want to get him to do it. See if we can. Got the Quickster Rush. 70 for 8 spaces. I feel like they should have put him in the Quickster outfit for that picture. I want to see him do the uppercut. We have not seen that yet, but I know just like it does some damage for sure that I know of. I want to see him do it. Need the better inflatable arms. We're gonna have to be doing 3 attacks to take these guys out. Nope. I want to see him do that. Do it. Yep, 60 damage. That was the uppercut. I knew it did a lot of damage. I was like, I knew he did that. It was from memory. Reach this barrel, oh jeez. I really like the animation on that attack, it's pretty cool. Gonna move Tiptoe over here. I forgot to mention this, but the old Tiptoe used to be called Crawl, and it was like some weird picture for the for the card. But they changed it to Tiptoe. But in the notepad you can see you don't see Tiptoe in notepad, you still see Crawl. So that was the first. I don't know why they changed it though. I guess they didn't like the Crawl. I thought Tiptoe was like more efficient, like better suited for that. I found the online version through Flashpoint. Did not know it existed. These levels definitely feel kind of laggy for some reason. The size and the amount of enemies. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go back to using the whirlwind like that. And now we got a 40. Look at that. use the quick start whirlwind. Let's see if there's a better one. Yeah, there is. Actually, I want to use anchor toss again. I like anchor toss. There's the Doodle Bobs. So crazy that they made it into this game. They have fragile cards, for sure. You have to replay the level though in order to get them. I don't think you can score them just by playing for the first time. You got to replay. Their sprites look pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Take him out with 5 energy. It's no effort. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we got enough. They draw like some kind of hammer or mallet thing and they hit you with it. I think that's their only ability they have. I think the Doodle Bob Fragile is pretty easy to get if you replay the level. Okay, they're ganging up on me. There's quite a few of them. Might use well, let's see what we got. No, we can. Oh, we can. I'm gonna use a Squidward Squirt on this one. Nice. Okay. I can use the golden spatula on him. Gotta let him attack me though, for sure. I'll let that one there attack me. Oh, we got the belt. Mermaid Man's belt, incredible. I better keep this handy after battling, and maybe I can get Mermaid Man to autograph it. That is not Mermaid Man's belt. That's the Super Alliance belt. Definitely not Mermaid Man's belt. I've seen the episode with his belt. Definitely not his belt. Okay, so he's gonna attack me. There we go. 35 damage. Come at me, man. Yep, oh, 30 damage, okay. Thought it was 35, I wasn't really looking. So. A few barrels down here. Kick him out with the whirlwind if we get. I think this might do it. No, we're too close. There we go, we got him. Tiptoe, because then we can. No, we do not. Because I had to move back in order to use the... I had 10, so I could have used Tiptoe on the karate chop. First aid. Right here. Convenient. know one of the levels has the Flying Dutchman, Man Ray, and the Dirty Bubble, so it's like you gotta fight 3 bosses, but they have a little bit more health than normal, like 150 each. I love, like, just bosses that just keep coming back. Oh, look at that, 50 for 70. That's even more damage. It's more efficient, it's more cost efficient, and it does more damage. Like, hell yeah. 50 for 70. Wow. 10 more damage and it's more cost efficient from what I got. Wow. That's nice. A lot of clams again. I don't know what they were, what the idea here was with these clams. You know, I think I gotta go back up there though. There's more doodle bobs up there. Oh, I can just use that there, I can see. Okay. There we go. There we go, we got the 65 damage inflatable arms now, finally. Nice. OP. 15 for 35 on the trash can. We still have yet to use the trash can shield. Never used it before. I think it might be, what, the only shield we haven't even used? So I'd have used everything else. Pretty sure I have. More doodle bobs. There we go. Yeah, the whirlwind's definitely better than the Quickster Dash. Yeah, I wasn't expecting both of them to attack. Only the clam I expected, but Doodle Bob got me too. Okay, I got a more energy efficient Bubble Blast. Pretty, I mean, it's not too bad, honestly. Is that it? Let's make sure that, yeah, we got everything. Just making sure that, you know. There we go. Okay, so we now have new inflatable arms to use, 65 damage, and a both more cost efficient and more damage whirlwind. So that's real nice. There's another. Yeah, I like the Super Squirt, but then again, I don't know. We'll use the Net Catcher. So here's the Mermaid Man's belt with literally the SA, you know, on it. And no, that's awful. Wait. 150 energy, but then it holds less cards. And I don't want that. So the Iron Wonderwear is pretty good. So it has some, you know, 150 energy, but I don't want less cards. So I'm gonna replay this level to see if I can get the was it this level? Yeah, it was. I'm gonna see if I can get the Doodle Bob Fragile real quick. Should be easy if I'm replaying it. Let's see if we can do it. I feel like it's... Maybe you gotta completely beat the game before you can even do any of this. I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. I really don't. Maybe you have to beat the game before you can get fragiles of these enemies. I don't know. Hard to say, really. I don't know. Okay, we gotta... I'm gonna get hit by one of them, though. Sure. I'm not. got a lot to kill, so, you know, we gotta... You know, there's a lot of potential here with this. There's a chance. Maybe you have to beat the game before that's possible. I don't know. Get the belt again. Drops the belt, I guess, every time. Just give me your fragile. What's your ability? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know why I'm not getting the fragile, because I swear there's a fragile of him. Of him. I swear there is. I've even seen it on a video of like some guy who did a collection of his cards, and I've seen it. I know this exists. Somebody's gotta have it. I don't want to spend too much time doing this though, because, you know, I just want to just get this game just completed, honestly. As much as I love it and everything, you know. Okay, I think there's a couple up here. This is the only level that I know you can get the Doodle Bobs from, unless there's other levels with the Doodle Bobs, not that I know of, I don't think. Risking it all go to nothing, because it's not going to happen. Yeah, you might have to beat the game before that's possible. I'm starting to feel like... Yeah, maybe that's the catch. You have to beat the game before you can start getting fragiles of certain enemies. Try it one more time. I'll kill like the first 3 here. Can do. Weird, man. I don't know. I guess you have to beat the game before this is possible. I'm starting to think that might be the case. This is not happening. Yeah, see, I'm not getting it. I killed a lot of them. I killed a ton of them, and I'm not getting the card. So that sucks, for sure. Oh yeah, alright, there's a better bubble blast. Yeah, so 60, more cost efficient. Alright. Okay, this is the long level. Boy, these rhino fish are really tough. I can't stop now, though. Not when I can taste the sweet victory. Delicious, chocolatey victory. Plankton, here I come. This is probably more of one of the longer levels. Might as well start going crazy with the fragiles, because there's not much left of the game anymore, so... Yeah, get him, Sandy. Alright. I should probably just start going all out with those. There's just not much left anymore, so... Calling our friends a lot. Those jellyfish are moving up there. They're trying to, but... weird. We have a, you know, probably take him out, yeah, 35 health, so we can take him out in 2 hits now rather than 3. I don't have enough for Pirate Shield, but I'm gonna take him out with Pirate Shield. I'm trying to move up there, like, out of everything on the map. It's kind of weird. Really kind of strange that Can't reach it? Yeah, we'll just get right next to it. Yeah, alright. Let me go down this way first. He's really not gonna move? I was expecting him for sure. I thought for sure that he would. That Quickster Whirlwind. Kind of weird how there's like, you know, there's both Quickster attack cards and both Quickster fragiles. Kind of weird how there are fragiles of like myself. It's just, I feel like that shouldn't be a thing. It's like, I'm literally myself. Why am I fragiles of my, why does SpongeBob have fragiles of himself? Okay, now what do we... No. Oh, there we go. I'll reach this one. Jellyfish. Why he didn't attack me? That's shocking. I'm gonna tattoo punch him. Nice. See, there's that barrel that's just mysteriously down there. I don't know why that's there. You can't reach it. Remember, Keyblade Blocks was trying to reach it and he couldn't. So I don't know why. I don't know why that's there. Oh, look at that! A more efficient golden spatula, a more energy efficient golden spatula. 30 for 40 now. Nice. That's what I wanted. Alright. I'm trying to move up there, but they can't. They're just block. Get him. Cool. Okay. Exactly the right... Oh, okay. Not expecting that. He got me, though. Wow. Sorry about the pop-up, guys. 5 energy for Sponge Slam now. That's pretty good. But I don't like the range on that, though, obviously, so... That sucks. Let me tiptoe and hit the other one. I might not have enough energy, actually. Oh, actually, I would. Yeah, we got him. I'm probably gonna get stung, though, to be honest. I'm probably gonna take damage. How did that one hit me from up there, then? That's weird. I do not know. Okay, there's still something on this level somewhere. Oh, it's probably that barrel that we can't reach, to be honest. That's what that is, probably. It's that, this barrel that's down there. Okay, we can't see it. Okay, let's see. There's a barrel down here somewhere. I saw it earlier, but we can't reach it. So I might as well just end the level. So there's no point. We're on to the cave's finale. And, I mean, you could always give it a shot, but, I mean, still 30 damage. I mean, at this point, I don't really see how that's all that helpful versus what I got. Got a better golden spatula now, so that's nice. I better really utilize the fragiles now, since, you know, there's just not much left. These flats. And another super squirt in here. He's belly flop again, that's a funny one. Here we go. Sorry, SpongeBob, this time you've met your match. Aye, ye be outnumbered, wee yellow lad. Bwahaha. Yes, you'll never defeat the likes of us. Bwahaha. Watch it, matey. It may be my turn to do the evil laughter, you all scallywag. You guys don't scare me. We'll see who has the last laugh. Yeah, you really should not be messing with me at this point. These guys should, you know, should be afraid of me. SpongeBob isn't fazed at all by these guys. He's like, oh, whatever. Does not care. They have more health. They have 150 each. A little bit damage there, just 45 for 60. Okay, so... Alright, he protect himself, surprisingly. Let's take him out. Just like that, he's gone. We gotta... Wait. Oh, it costs more, but it does 10 more damage. Okay. Well. Hope the Dutchman attacks me first. Yeah. Worked out like I wanted. I guess we'll go after the Man Ray next, or maybe the Dutchman. Well, Man Ray. Man Ray's good. You guys aren't deciding to block, I see. Alright, get him, Mr. Krabs. So OP for some reason, I don't know why. It's so much damage. Yeah, he's right for saying they don't scare him. Okay, do the anchor toss. A more energy efficient pirate shield. It doesn't block more, it's just more energy efficient, I think. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much costs less. Okay. Up here. more cost-efficient iron shield. First time I've even seen that. 65. Over, like, I think 75 it was. I really don't need the iron shield. Only for the crab orgs. They use the Plankton cannon. Pretty crazily powered sulfur vision. 80 damage. That's it. Yeah, this place has nothing to do with Atlantis. It's literally just Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy stuff. Okay, so we've beaten the caves, and we're on to Plankton's Den, the final area. I'm honestly beating this quicker than I thought I would, to be honest. So yeah, see, it costs more, but it does more damage. It's like, eh. You know, sulfur vision, and we'll do Tornado Dance again. Been a while since we've seen that. Okay, here we go. Plankton, stop right there. What do you mean? I'm just standing here minding my own business. Yeah, minding your own business in a room full of tanks, fighter jets, and weapons of ultimate doom. What? Okay, how did I manage to pull that off? I just glitched out the cutscene somehow. I know what you're up. I know what you're up to. You're trying to rule the ocean. Well, we're here to shut you. Okay, I cannot read that because Plankton's in the way now. I think he said shut you down once and for all. Oh, is that right? You and what army? Oh wait, you don't have one. I do. I have the army. Call me an army of one. On guard, Plankton. Yeah, he's an army of one. Unguard yourself, nitwit. First, you'll need to get through the awesome might of my experimental Plankton bot, a Red Tide 9000. Bahaha, okay. So there's fragiles of these guys. I remember. Okay, and the dirty bubble's here for some reason. I don't know why. We just literally just... I don't know why that is, but he's here. Okay. Wait, why would I want that? Isn't that, like, a lot worse than what I got? I feel like it is. Talk about some serious balance issues. Oh, that's some... I managed to glitch that cutscene out. I've never seen that before, ever. I've never seen the shield stacking glitch either. That was interesting to see. I don't know why the dirty bubble's here and why he didn't say anything. Ignore his presence. First aid. Yeah, I'm too far away for, well, yeah, well, yeah. I'm too close, not far away. Surprised they're not moving at all. They move quite a bit. Quite a bit of movement. They got. Now he's deciding to shield himself. I don't know why that is, but yeah. Okay, we know. Okay. We can't. Okay, we'll do. Well, nah, we're gonna have a little bit left. Let's do sulfur vision. This Mermaid Man or Barnacle Boy's enemies, though. Anyway, so do them against each other. Oh, now they're attacking me. Oh boy. These guys have 3 different abilities as well. They can attack you, like they can do the one they just did. They can throw pickles at you or launch a lettuce web at you. So they have 3 different abilities as well. I like the fragiles of these guys too. I'm wrong with the shield since I can still take him out. Sure we don't end the level. Thanks to this 5 karate chop. I think we got everything. Yep. Just tiptoe over here. Okay. And so... Oh, didn't I forgot for the longest to put in the new jet jump that I got. For the literal longest. I got a 51 somewhere. There we go. Forgot for the longest to put that in there. For some reason. See, yeah, that... Man, I really got that at the wrong timing. I got one that's 15, 35 at the top here. I got a more energy cost-efficient pirate shield. Use the butt bounce. Okay. Apparently the Flying Dutchman's back as well. Probably just gonna let them come to me. I've only done one of their abilities so far. The ghost pirates are here for some reason too. I don't know why that is. Okay, and I'll block after this. You almost kill him with one attack card. We had the Mr. Krabs patty toss. We can get him from here. I'm cruising through this game. I think I just am naturally good at this. It's been so... Yeah, I played this so much in my childhood, so it probably makes sense. Take him out next. And I love Whirlwind. 50 Hotfoot, not bad. I mean, it's alright. I mean, it's not beating the jet jump now, which is 50 for 8. So... Okay, so should we... I can... yeah, that's weird because of this in the way. I can't, The Dutchman's gonna attack me. Just kill him in one hit. He had 100 health too, for some reason. I can't hit him with anything. So we're gonna use the belly flop. So hilarious. I will use the tornado dance. Nice. 10 for 40. I think it's just more cost efficient again. But again, that's not beating. It's not beating the karate chop. It's the same range. gotta say, I really utilized the Fragiles quite a bit. Probably more than anyone who's ever played this on video, anyway. Of course, you don't need the fragile cards. You absolutely don't need them. You know, it's up to you if you want to use them or not. You can totally beat the game with just, you know, using every other card except fragiles. Totally up to you. I know Keyblade Blocks for the longest wasn't using fragiles, and I kind of told him to check out the Sponge Smash, and he started looking at the other, that one and the other ones, and started using them. So, I'll use the Mr. Crab Smash again. And what else? This stuff is 10 damage. We don't have much variety here, really. It's a lot of Squidward and Mr. Krabs stuff, I feel like. And, well, First Aid, just flooded with First Aid stuff I'm never going to use. It's another, well, I use the Bad Breath. Okay, Man Ray's back too. Okay. Okay, we got a new card. Tornado Dance. Still can attack me. Okay, let's see. I'll probably use the Bad Breath on him. So it's like, why not utilize a bunch of the fragiles at this point? We're almost done with the game anyway, so, you know, might as well go for it. Plus, they're really cool anyway, so, you know, why not go for it? Could use a Tsunami Punch on them, too. Fighting all the same bosses we just fought. First it was the Dirty Bubble, then it's the Dutchman, now it's Man Ray again. Electric Slide for 40 energy, not bad. Don't know that I'd use it though. I don't know, maybe. He might be able to get me, but we'll see. Okay, what? AI was not smart there. Whatever it was doing, clearly could have got to me, I feel like. Got 150. Now he's blocking. Need a Quickster Shield to block enough. Okay, I took some damage there. I didn't block this one. I kind of want to use a Fragile again, so we'll use something on him. Use Mr. Krabs. You get everything? Yeah. I'm just good at these, man. It's crazy. Almost done with the game. It's just nuts. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll use it. I'm thinking about it. But, I mean... Wait, isn't this better, technically? Okay, then we're using the run. 25 versus the 35. I don't know if I want to use electric slide. 40. Yeah, I don't know about that. I might just leave it alone and not use it. Jellyfish strike. I mean, to be fair, I could use it just to bring it back, you know. I could use it for a run. It does the same amount of damage. It just costs 5 more than Karate Chop. So, you know, we can do it. Screech. And we'll put another smash in here, Sponge Smash. Okay, this is a weird one. That little green creep Plankton is even more demented than I thought. All this work just so he can get his butt kicked by a sponge. Well, not just any sponge. SpongeBob's SquarePantis. And all the bosses, the Dutchman, the Man Ray, and the Dirty Bubble are back. And once again, just keep coming back. And they're on the final level, too. So I don't know how to go about this. I mean, I guess pick them off from behind here. Why not, you know? Can't reach him. Let's use the Screech on him. There we go. Not gonna Screech at all, though. Really not. No Man Ray's probably them that can attack me from through the barrels. Okay. Hot foot. Man, block that. Yeah, he did block that. Okay. Worry about the crab boar coming up. I figured as much. He'd attack me through that. Okay, he's probably gonna block again. Oh, nope. Surprisingly. He didn't block. I definitely like this attack more than the Karate Chop. Just for the, you know, just for looks. Okay, he's 80 health. Might as well pick him off. I'm playing blocking, he can't reach me. SpongeBob is so badass in this game. Wrecking everybody. That Quickster Rush. I might as well pick off the Robo Crabs from up here. Yeah, it's not quite enough. He's probably gonna move though, so that's the thing. He's gonna use the cannon. Shit, man. I'm sure glad I shielded for that. It's not good. Time would be good for a first aid here. Too late now. this is like the one time you need the iron shield. I know the red sponge blocks were like 90, 80 or 90. It's an insane shield, and it costs 10. My favorite shield in the whole game. Not just for the block, but just for the looks. And because, well, it is, you know, basically SpongeBob's real glove. Karate glove. I could try to butt bounce him somewhere. Can't reach him though, I'm certain of it. Yeah. It's gonna take a minute here to do this. Might as well just block. Have yet to use their other attacks. Why they're not doing it. Okay, one-shot him with a whirlwind. Very convenient for sure. Some barrels down there. We're gonna have to go back to the other side. Yeah, almost 400 coins. Well, now we have 400 coins. Wow. I wonder what the limit is for the coins. Probably like maybe 9,000, or you know, like 9,000 or something. I don't know. Played a lot as a kid, so I don't know how many coins I must have had when I was a kid playing this game. Probably a lot. Oh, okay, I didn't know he was there. Alright. Oh, he's out. Yeah, that whirlwind is nice. Could probably hit the barrel if we move one. With the golden spatula, I go to reach it actually. Yeah, we got it. Oh god. Oh, goodbye. Some real trickery there. Jellyfish in the barrels. Lucky my health wasn't low enough. I would have been dead from that. Starting to lag a bit. There's Karen. There's Karen up there. It's starting to lag a bit for some reason. I don't know why that is. Did we get everything? Yeah, we got everything. That was always a weird one. It took a minute to do it. Well, we're second to last level now, so we're almost there. Okay, well, we're still going to use the jellyfish strike for another round, another level, should I say. So we've almost beaten the game, pretty much. All right. I hope he doesn't use the cannon on me. energy efficient Twister Shield. 30 instead of 40 now. He's definitely pretty nice. Okay, this is not good. They're not all attack me, to be honest. Oh, he does like 5 more damage normally than the white guys do, the white robots. He drops a belt when I know of. Yeah, goodbye. Killing everyone around him. 55 energy for that. Not worth using it really though. I think there's another yellow sponge, you know, missing. It's supposed to, I think there's one that's 45s. Almost one-shots him completely. It's nuts. Oh. Wow, what a piece of junk. Then again, one man's junk is another man's powerful weapon. Okay. You see, there's barrels on the... That's what I was talking about. Barrels on the... I don't know why they did that. You know, what they should have done is made it so you had to defeat all the enemies, you know, before you could actually, like, complete the level. They should have coded it some way. You couldn't proceed on until all the enemies were defeated. And that's how I coded my RPG. Same, you know, that kind of way. You might want to block for a jellyfish. I can't reach anything here. I believe we're almost to the final stage. The most played stage I ever played as a kid. Just trying to farm those cards. It's crazy stuff. There's still something here. A yellow jellyfish has got to be here. Maybe he's... Yeah, he's probably down here, actually. Oh yeah, there's an opening down here, so... Yep. And there's a barrel down here, too. Okay. Actually, 3 barrels, maybe more. I'll use the jellyfish strike. Really cheap Krabby Patty toss. 10 for 45. Let's not do that. Yeah, can't. Attack me. Yeah, he's trying to run away. And we got the best yellow sponge there is, 45. And we're done. For some reason, I don't know why that is. final level of the game. Crazy stuff. And I think we'll go back to the karate chop for the sake of this finale. I'm gonna go and show off the trash can shield for the sake of, well, we'll see. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We haven't showed that off yet, so the only shield I haven't shown. I think I've gotten all the I've shown off all the fragile cards except for the Mermaid Man water ball. It's the only one. For some reason I still don't have that card. I don't know why. Funny enough. Crab's patty toss. Alright, we're now doing the finale, and the foam piece on my headphones fell off, apparently. It sucks. So here we go. Man, I have so much memory of replaying this. Well, SpongeBob, I guess this is it. You know, I really have to congratulate you for getting this far. Frankly, I didn't think you'd make it. I expected you'd have given up by now, like the yellow sponge you are. Enough talk, Plankton. Let's finish this. Oh sure, all in good time. Perhaps you'd like to know how I did it all. Before we begin our showdown, wouldn't you like me to explain in agonizingly elaborate agonizingly elaborate expository detail exactly how I conquered Atlantis? No. Yeah, SpongeBob ain't phased at all, man. Well, perhaps you'd like to know how I enslaved the population, turned the king into a mindless zombie, and took over their arsenal of overpriced futuristic technology? Not really. Well, don't you at least want me to tell you about how I hired all the toughest bad guys in the ocean to be my goons? Wouldn't you like to learn how I brought together the Dirty Bubble, the Flying Dutchman, and Man Ray to be all on the same team without destroying each other? I mean, come on. Whatever happened to Chit Chat? Okay, let me just pull up a seat. Wait, Pat, no. We're not here for small talk. We're here to take you down, Plankton. Fine, be that way. I'll show you what happens when you spun supervillain... Okay, illiterate. Prepare to taste hot doom. Okay, so Plankton has 200 health, and he can shield, and he has like some kind of, what is it? Bomb ability, and it's the only ability he has. So, we're gonna go ahead and do these barrels first. This headphone feels louder now that that foam piece fell off. Too bad. Man, I farmed this level so much as a kid. It's really insane, for sure. To be back here, this is a trip down memory lane, for sure. It's been so long, man. Okay. All the fragiles of these two crab boards that I got. Funny they gave me a card now. You gotta replay it in order to get it. Sometimes you don't get the cards either, you just gotta keep like replaying it. And you can, you know, just get the card and leave, because it saves, you know. It's pretty nice. Plankton's coming. Those guys are moving. Getting surrounded. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Gotta finish him off with Mr. Krabs. For sure. What do we got? Oh my god, electric slap! Holy shit, what? That's one of the fucking rare enemy fragiles. Oh shit. Oh my god, I forgot that you could use the crab boards to get these ones too. Oh my god. Wow. I knew there was a fragile of that eel. I was talking about that. That's crazy, man. Holy shit. Wow. That's nuts. That's really nuts. Damn. I thought you had to replay the level, but I guess you can do it. I was positive that you had to replay it. I'm pretty sure that does apply. It still does apply, but like, I'm confused that I don't know. And Plankton has a shield. I gotta do. I gotta hit him with the whirlwind just for classic. Really the best Plankton has, huh? He shields every time too. All right, I'm gonna finish him with Mr. Krabs. All right, we're gonna Mr. Krabs. And we got the red sponge, 5 energy for 90. That's insane. Best block in the whole game, too. Man. Can't believe I got that electric eel fragile. I was not expecting that. Wow. Damn. It's crazy, man. Yeah, these guys... yeah, don't even... He's in the fragiles. In the butt bounce. Oh, he's gonna get me. There though, to be honest. Now, these last levels are pretty laggy. Kind of unfortunate. Can't reach it. Take him out with the whirlwind. Have enough for the whirlwind still, just enough too, which I probably can't reach him though. Oh, I can. Cannot get over that electric eel fragile I got. It's crazy. I forgot about that too, that you can... I totally forgot that you could get... it might be random fragiles from the crab boars, or maybe just the eel in particular, I don't know. I forgot about that though. Crazy stuff. You know, maybe what it is from the crab boards, you might be able to get bully punch from him. It's possible in some way that maybe, you know. take down the 3 reoccurring bosses. Seen like a million times already. I was wanting to block. Fragile to take him down. No, I do not. Oh no, I probably did. Use the flounder punch. Oh, yeah, I should probably use the trash can just to show it. There's the Dutchman. Trying to block. Yeah. As expected. Okay. You know, no, he's not blocking anymore. Oh, use a tsunami punch on him. Why not? It's the finale, after all. Well, the Dutchman doesn't have a block. Yeah, you're toast, man. I didn't get a pirate shield. No, they were missing some of them. Maybe the barrels on the... Yeah, that's the barrels on the... trying to stop you from running through the level. I figured as much. Let's destroy them all for the hell of it. The jellyfish don't pop out of one of them. There's the whirlwind. We get everything. Yeah, we've beaten the game at this point, pretty much. There we go. Now we get the credits. SpongeBob's, SquarePantis, and Patrick star Atlantis and I owe you a debt of gratitude. Aw, shucks, your majesty, it was nothing. Yeah, it really was nothing. Yeah, we overthrow evil rulers of lost magical kingdoms all the time. Oh, Patrick, your clown-like buffoonery is a delight to us all. Buffoonery, okay, is a delight to us all. But don't push it, kid. Now then, before you return home to Bikini Bottom, tell me, is there anything you would like to do here in Atlantis? Well, golly, your majesty, sir, we had really just planned on coming to Atlantis to see the sights, you know? All the futuristic technology and the oldest living bubble, that sort of stuff. Well, you've seen the palace, and you've smashed most of our technology to bits, but since you were kind enough to save the oldest living bubble from certain doom, he'd love the chance to say thank you. Okay. Oh wow, SpongeBob, we gotta take a picture with this, just like the episode, too. Now, son, no flash, and then he pops it. Say jellyfish. Yep. Whoops. Oh no, what have I done? I'll tell you what you did, you idiot. You popped the star attraction of Atlantis. It was hard enough getting tourists to come to a lost mythical city, and now nobody's going to spend their vacation here. Our whole summer is ruined, just ruined. Just like the episode too, which is pretty cool. Oh, I know. We're very, very sorry, and we promise never to pop the oldest living bubble ever again. Gosh, I'm sorry, Your Majesty, but hey, if you need somebody to show off, why not keep Plankton here? What? Yeah, people line up all the time back home to call him names or throw rocks at him. He'd fit in here. He'd fit in perfectly here. Yeah, they might even pay money to do it. Hey, that's not fair. You can't just replace some smelly bubble with me. I'm worth $500,000. more half a dozen oldest living bubbles. Maybe you're right. You would make a fine court jester, and we could sell buckets of rocks to tourists to toss at them. See, everything works out in the end. Haha, it sure does. Now get out of here, the both of you, and don't let the castle gate hit you on the backside on your way out. Okay, so we beat the game. Man, I'm telling you, man, it's crazy to be playing this game again. It was an honor. This game was so huge with my childhood. I played it so much, you know. One of my, definitely will always be my most favorite SpongeBob game ever made, for sure. Definitely love it a lot. Yeah, and it's sad that this game pretty much is just gone, you know. It's like it's wiped from, well, I wouldn't say that because you can still get it, but it just has malware tied to a lot of the downloads. Like, this one has malware. You know, when I ran it through, of course, Virus Total and Malwarebytes found malware like a day later after me playing it. But, yeah, you know, it was an honor to play through this game again. Definitely very crazy, for sure, you know. And here I thought I would never play this game again, so it's real crazy for sure. Steven Hillenberg, yeah, he passed away. Yeah, what an honor to play this game again. Such a great game, you know. I'm kind of letting the credits just play out, but like I said, I wish I had it in me, and the situation wasn't the way it was. I'd record a lot more, you know, for sure. But it was a hassle to get myself to record yesterday and even today, because of how I felt, and, you know, but beating it. I might try to go back and see if I can get some of the fragile cards just for, you know, just for fun. We did get the electric eel one, which is a rare one, so that's cool. And we didn't get the Doodle Bob, and there's a Bully Punch, which maybe you can only get that from the crab boards. I don't know. The eel one we did get, which was cool. I thought it was going to take me another 3-4 hours to be, well, we're almost 3 hours running on this game, but, you know. Make sure I put a link to the folder. I think, wait, is it just playing the same credits again? Okay, it is. I was thinking it was going to stop, but it didn't. Okay. So we've beaten all the levels, obviously. Progression. Got gold trophies on every map. I got all the belts. Look at this one, the old sardine can belt, which more health, less energy, and holds the same amount of cards. So the iron underwear is the best. All these other belts from the past the iron underwear is just not any good, really. And we have a lot of coins. So I did get this, which is insane. This is a cool one for sure. So, well, I figured why not do what I did when I was a kid and go back and do this. And try to get fragiles up the crab boards. Because that's what I did as a kid. You know, I replayed this level over and over. We'll just quit once we get it. We're not going to play through the whole level over again. Okay. Kind of weird dogs. What are you even doing? He's using the camera. Jesus. I'm gonna kill these guys too. That's probably it. Alright. You know what we're gonna do. We got a card. Oh my god. Jellyfish Blast. There we go. There's another one. Oh my god. Wow. Cool. Very cool. So I forgot the crab. So maybe it is the crab boards that drop this stuff. And I was just wrong. You know, maybe they're the ones that do it. That's weird, man. It was wrong all along. It's just the crab boards dropped this stuff. I don't know. I have both of them. Maybe it's just one. I go back and use that for sure. I think these guys kind of fragile, so we're gonna. Yeah, we didn't get anything. Gotta kill the last one here. That's crazy. Did we get anything? No. Tell you what we did get though. Got a queen jelly fragile. Jellyfish blast. Which has the range is pretty bad on it though. It's only a range of 1. So yeah. For some reason it's kind of laggy for some reason. I don't know why, but. How long we're going to be doing this for. But I loved doing this as a kid. This was the best. I'll tell you that. It's fun to do it. I think as a kid I knew too that only one of the crab boars could drop a card. So whatever one dropped it, I think only one of them can technically. There's the web lettuce. So I think only one of them can drop it, and maybe only one of the. I don't remember entirely, but yeah, we're gonna use this. That is sick, man, for sure. I dig that. Take him out. Okay, I probably want to replay this. See, sometimes you don't get anything, that's the thing. It was weird how this worked. But, yeah. Do this a couple times. I don't want this too much, but... Cannon. I think moved away too. Jeez. I think I've even gotten killed before doing this, like trying to get the cards. Hopefully this happens. I just love doing this as a kid. I totally forgot this is how this works. Let's use the water ball. We haven't used it. Well, we still have it. Just whatever. The point now, you know, just use it. Yeah, that crab board might have the card. Okay, we're gonna use this. Suck though, we get the same ones. Hopefully, that's not the case. No, we didn't get anything. Okay. This is the trash can. I haven't shown that yet, so. Okay, let's see if he has anything. Nope. Okay, that's unfortunate. Maybe it is just one of the crab. Maybe what it is that maybe the crab board, a certain like how this level worked, right? And I got this mixed up. Is only one of the crab boards can drop a certain fragile card. So there very well could be a bully punch, but only the crab board can drop it. Which is why I farmed this one so consistently. Probably makes sense. So, I think the trick is we should stick to killing one of the crab boards. And if one of them, either of them don't drop it, we just restart it. I'll do this for too much longer. I know the Doodle Bob, though, for sure can come from the Doodle Bob himself. Oh, we got one. Oh, we got the Crabs Cannon. That's fucking sick, dude. Nice. That's sick. That's fucking dope. 70 damage. Nice. This is my favorite thing to do on this game as a kid. I'm reliving that. It's just kind of lagging out for some reason, which I don't know why it's doing that. But I gotta get the Fire Breath too, or like the Claw Clobber. Oh shit, I didn't have a shield for that. Damn. Okay. Look at that. Yeah, one of them doesn't drop it, we know. Okay, we're gonna try this one. Or should we do this and do the crab cannon on him? Crabs against crabs. There we go. Nope. Didn't get anything. Man, that's sick. I guess we know the trick to this. I remember this too. How many people even knew about this? That you could do this. Oh, now I'm getting boxed in. Shit. I don't like this. Okay, I hope you're the one that has it. No, you don't. Shit. Okay. Clobber. It's called Crab's Cannon, that one. I'm gonna get fragile to these guys, but I'd love to get the Bully Punch from him if I can. Prove that I was right about the title, too, because I definitely remember that. Yeah, we got one. Oh, baby jellyfish summon. Nice. Oh, now I know why I consistently farm that level so much. We got the baby jellyfish now. Some baby jellyfish summon. Decent range on it, too. That is really cool, for sure. At least we're getting new ones each time, not the same ones. No duplicates yet. We're just gonna do this a couple more times. You know. Okay. Oh, the cannon. Shit. Oh, those guys are like the worst of them all. He just blocked me. Shits. You know what? I'm restarting this. Shit. He blocked me. I probably forgot to put the red sponge in. Fire breath. Plankton's got some pretty good range there. If we don't get his ability, I hope the crab boy that's over here is the one. Okay, we got him. There we go. Now we got one. Now I got another jellyfish blast. Same one. Fortunately, I think we'll do this 3 more times, so... And, you know, just... And here we go, another queen jellyfish one. Still one more from her, I think we can get, which is just the normal sting, I think. I'm gonna get the bully punch, but, man, the crab orbs are my favorite ones. Nope. And we're hoping there's something here. Nope, we didn't get anything. Okay. Yeah, it's like that sometimes. Sometimes you would not get anything. That's it. That's how it went. Sometimes you would get anything. The map size and the enemies is what is making it lag, but I don't get why it would do that. Oh, you get, okay, maybe the other one has it. Get a block. Probably need to hit by somebody. Jeez, man. Insane. Completely surrounded. Got me surrounded. Oh, wait, what happened? Oh, I remember that it can do that sometimes. What? Yeah, I ran into the glitch. Okay, I thought okay, the game crashed for some reason. I don't know why, but we're gonna do this for probably this time and another and call it cuts. As much as I'd like to get all the fragiles, I do know they exist. It's just gonna take way too long, and you know, just I don't really feel up to continuously just recording and recording. So yeah, call my cuts with this. But I mean, it's very cool, you know. I loved it so much as a kid, though, you know, for sure. Okay, we got one. First aid. I forgot you could get those random. That's pathetic. Oh man, the worst we could have gotten too. Alright, I'll do it one more time. That sucks. I don't have a damn first aid. You should use the red sponge just to show it. Okay. But I'm still very shocked I got the eel card on my first go. Take these guys out first. Let's just do it. I don't think they drop cards from what I know of. Oh, they're just shooting these cannon on me. Get anything from him, so let's have to see. Definitely is very cool, but it's definitely not as fun as it used to be when I was a kid, you know. But it's still so embedded into what I used to do in this game. It's insane. We didn't get anything. Alright guys, well, I think it's going to do it for SpongeBob, Atlantis, SquarePantis, SquareOff. Unless I want to... Yeah, here's the red sponge. That's shield. I did showcase all the fragiles except Mermaid Man Water Ball, which I never did get. Other than that, I think I showed off everything else. So, you know. Yeah. We'll go ahead and show off the red sponge real quick before we end it. Yeah. Here, go up to these guys and for show reason. There we go. Jeez. Alright, well that's gonna do it for this game.